Previously on Will Save. The big bad boss battle continues with the barbarous bicipital beast bashing our heroes to their breaking point, with our hero's ally Hrog receiving the brunt of the troll's barbarism, where an early exchange of critical hits between them both results in the behemoth birthing a bilious brood in the form of a familiar foe, a polyp that can pack a true wallop. The doctor, with the help of Heerz, failed to shut down the reactor, but Bernice the briefcase makes haste to briefly break the cycle of radiation, flooding the chamber, harming our heroes and healing the troll. Colin, in a bold move, seeks to bait the troll and further heal our band of brothers Bodacious Bruiser Hrog, but in the end, the bizarre brawler from Akaton can't burden the battering from the two-headed beast, falling dead at the hands of the troll's brazen brutality. Will our beleaguered band of brigands be able to bear this brush with death? Or are they about to find out that breaking through this baleful battle is beyond hope? Find out this time on Will Save. Welcome to Will Save the Podcast, episode 67. I'm John Swan, your game master, and I'm sad.
Yeah, we're all sad.
Why are you sad?
It's a sad moment.
You know why he's sad.
I know. I'm sad too.
I think we're all a little sad.
That was a hard hit.
Yeah, Hrog, our beloved Akeshti Rivener friend, has perished.
Gone too soon.
Gone too soon.
He was a good Akeshti.
This was the hardest death for me, for sure.
I really liked Hrog a lot.
Me too.
I think Bernice did too.
I think so. I think
Chad
they
got to
were
meet him.
fast friends. I kind of want to go back. Sorry, Kelly, I cut you off.
Oh, no.
It's
fine. It's a morning session, you know?
He was like a solid part of the team.
I agree.
Like he was like a full-blown member.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying earlier, before we started, that I kind of wish he was around just so that John would have to play him for the rest of the game. As like as like a member forever of our team.
Yeah.
And just
20 episodes later, he's still like making the voice.
it just has like John's like sad
His
tinge.
Cockney Australia.
He's like exhausted, like
So what does Hrog say? Just maybe like no, just sad.
just kill me.
Please
Tired of playing wrong.
Tired of playing wrong.
No, it's fine. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Bernice. I actually, I kind of want to know what happened when Bernice and Hrog were just hanging out. You know, like I think when you all were finding Colin, like I kind of want to zoom in on that conversation. So I'm going to log that away for a future memory. It's just what is the conversation that? Yeah,
well, like,
what's the flashback that allowed them to become friends?
I think like Bernice was enamored by like Hrog's pure brutality in the room with the Korvax, you know,
Yeah,
like cause
that's true.
She was just like sort of a bystander to it, staring up at Hrog from her like diminutive stance, right? Like she's like only a foot tall, maybe. So
It's true.
There's this giant, like, you know, 15 square foot or 15 square meters, whatever.
Square feet. Hrog's huge.
He's just like a
Hrog's huge,
square.
man.
That's true.
Now, are you
And,
saying
like,
Bernice as a type?
He's large.
Bernice has a type.
Is Bernice's personality if he just likes to watch like violence happen?
She's just fascinated by like the
Giant
world.
violent creatures.
She's kind of like new and starry-eyed. You know?
Yeah.
To be
sure.
fair, like Hrog had a good personality to like go along with the violence too. It's not like it wasn't
Right,
just
true.
because like a
It's very
Rivener, just
matter
like
of fact.
Riveners in general are just completely violent. They have no control, no self-awareness. They're just violent. And I think it's very, that's one of the key things that we're supposed to pick up on is Hrog as an Akeshti was not a Rivener. And he was actually probably very small, because Akeshtis are actually small creatures, not large, gigantic. And so the fact that we saw Hrog in this state of being a Rivener, but still had the mentality of a regular Akeshti,
Yeah, which
is a big thing. It's what the Greys were doing. They were trying to get some kind of like conscious control of that power that a Rivener has.
yeah, Dr. OK found that out looking at Hrog's cells.
He was really unique. Like, he was one of a kind, truly.
For that truly
reason, among others.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Rog. I will miss you for sure.
R.I.P.
I was trying to understand. I was trying to think through like the moments from Hrog's perspective, right? Like what was going through his mind, and how he's found people that didn't want to fight him or hurt him. Like from the beginning of that fight, you all
how
were
that
like,
might have affected his mentality and like
What's that like
He's
for
like-
him?
yeah.
Like he spent his whole life either in a gladiatorial ring or being experimented on by aliens, and like we were the first group to show him kindness.
I'm sure we'll talk about it more in the plot armor episode, but like there was definitely a chance that we could have just fought him. And, and
Definitely.
Someone would have probably died during that fight, because I think he hit me for like
13 points of damage.
15
He
points, yeah.
grabbed a
threw a rock
chunk of
through the
rock
ground
and
at
just
me.
like overhand MLB Major League pitched it at you.
This was smart. Like we're choosing our battles, which is good, because
That's true.
Think if we had to fight all these things, we would have been pretty tired by now. Like, my God.
It's still Hrog still reminds me of the death claws from Fallout 2.
Fallout, yeah. And from
Because you could befriend one of the death claws, and he like walks around in just a coat, and like as soon as a fight
what
breaks out, the
happens.
coat falls to the ground, and it's just this death claw. Like, it's great. So
standing in the middle of the street. I was thinking that, you all gave him an opportunity. You said, like, this is your chance to renew your glory days. This is your chance to be someone else, to be the Akeshti he once was, And I was thinking that, like, in round 3, when he swings both arms, he deals these, like, massive amounts of damage. And then Colin, you heal him. You, like, E.T. phone home, heal him right after that, right? Because he had already been hurt a lot. And I was thinking that must have been a moment for him. Because maybe there's probably a chance that somebody went and helped him out in the gladiator ring for sure. But now, after all the trauma that he's gone through, for somebody to risk their life, when Colin, you've had the troll polyp on your tail, and then also I think you had an AOO from both the troll and the troll polyp. And so then you were like, I'm still going to go heal you, right? And Hrog knows that he's like pulling focus on the troll. He knows that Heerz and Dr. OK are doing something that he probably doesn't quite know or care about with the computer. And so that moment, he knew that he probably had friends too. I think that solidified it, because he knew it before. Yeah, well,
part of something that was bigger than himself.
Yes, exactly.
I think Hrog went in a great way. He died doing what he liked to do, and also getting revenge on this troll, and also having friends. It's good.
Yeah. And Kev, I think the way that you described it too, like the anime ending, right? Because as he is like about to go up and attack again, because he gets hit for the first arm, and then it's the second arm of that maul that really took him out. But then he smiles at Colin, and then as he charges forward, his face is like in shock, and his eyes are bulging, and blood like comes out, But then he has that satisfied smile as he dies fighting in the arms of combat,
But this combat isn't over yet, right?
Combat isn't over. And I
So
think
we can't let
about
him die in vain.
Well, I think about what he said to you. He said, "Today we may die in case you forget. Keep your blade held high, so tomorrow we may live." So this is your chance to
He said that?
live.
That's
Wait, who said this?
Yeah, it is.
Hrog did?
Yeah.
When did he have the time to say that? When
He
was
said
dying?
We couldn't understand it because it was in Australian Cockney.
It was in Cockney Australian. I liken it to when British prisoners first came to Australia, right? So they were still the accent was still very clearly there, and I may get some ire. I may draw the ire and some flack from people in Australia. I'm sorry,
Australia, but it's hard to understand you
sometimes.
Only when we're impersonating them.
Can I ask?
Is that why you lost the emu war, by the way? Because you couldn't understand each other to coordinate.
Could you ever look that up? You have to give us a full breakdown of that war.
We should interview somebody who's Australian.
What year did that happen?
It was like sometime in like the 50s. I don't know.
It was like this century, or this last century.
Yeah, this is like last 100 years.
It was great.
1932.
Great.
The Great Emu War is it? It's
They
actually
had
called
fully
that
automatic
officially.
weapons too.
Yeah,
They had full auto.
It's too good.
It's not like muskets.
The emos did. The emos had fully automatic weapons. That's why they won.
The wiki article of the Great Emu War is just like an Australian guy strangling the life out of a fucking emu. Like, probably out of incredible rage because it's so hard to kill emus. Apparently.
Yeah.
I just love that they lost.
There was multiple attempts.
I don't know why we have Marvel movies when there should just be a whole series about the Great Emu
The
War.
Australians
Great
and
Emu
the
War.
emus.
Yeah.
Should be an animated series of emus fighting.
With the very
It'd be like Clone Wars.
dramatic.
Yeah,
It'd be like
Clone
It would be like an allegory for environmentalism and
Yeah.
Well,
great.
it would just be like Clone
Just like
Wars,
that,
where it'd be like 8 seasons where it's just literally like Australians versus emus. Like they just find a different like battle, and then it's like, oh, this battle in this different area of Australia, and then it's just gonna be emus fighting Australians, and then like all of a sudden the emus have a bigger tank, and then the Australians have to like compete, and then
It'd be like Attack on Titan, like the emus are get like 300 stories tall, just like looking over, like
Yes.
I don't even know what noise an emu makes.
We'll save
they
production.
just laugh. They just laugh at you,
Second.
which makes it even worse. Just laugh like derisively.
can't believe they had automatic weapons and they still lost.
Because like apparently the emu like plumage is so fucking huge and their actual body's so tiny that they were
hard
just
to-
shooting
hard
through
to
their
hit, man.
plumage.
It's a small
That's what
hitbox.
happened.
They
Small
would just like, turn
hitbox.
directions. All it was crazy, man.
That's
Emus are
crazy.
Beast.
That's smart.
For me. We should have
I love the
teamed up with an emu. He
excuses.
wouldn't have died in the battle with this guy.
Harag
Why
emu.
wasn't Frog an emu? Why wasn't Frog an emu? I think Paizo really missed out.
like punch him and then like Rob would be like, guess again. Because like he never like
flap a feather?
Guess again.
just like laugh.
Too good. All right. Well, as we get started here, I encourage you all to think about what you were thinking, because we're going to come right in on that moment.
I can only think
Just
about
what
emus
your
and
character.
Australians now.
That's fine.
Okay.
And maybe you whisper to him, "If only you were an emu."
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah. So as Frog falls, both troll heads smile as Frog slips off of its fingers.
Ooh.
And Steven begins to laugh like while Blue, the other head, looks up and looks around at all of you and just angrily shouts like, "Get out." And Colin, Frog's motionless body is in front of you. Going to move you guys over to the map. We have a troll polyp right near you ready to attack. We have a troll who is angry, and we have Dr. K and Heerz looking to solve what's going on with this reactor. Gonna come in right on Heerz. It is your turn, and what are you thinking? What are you gonna do?
Here's his thinking to himself, did he already roll a computer's check on this computer? He thinks out loud, hoping the GM will hear it. Did he? I don't think so. Right?
No, so the thing is that you already rolled the thing. You've been connected here for a while.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right. I'm using my telepathy then.
Right, so you're connected to the Great Comm unit, which allows Dr. OK to interface with the
We
actual
have to
computer.
simultaneously do something, right?
Oh, so
not simultaneously, but like Heerz, you are essentially allowing him to gain control of the computer and go into it and look at the control module that is controlling the reactor itself. And I will say, Heerz, that you are, I almost called you by a fake name, Kelly.
Who's that?
I will say that you have to maintain the telepathic contact to this Grey Comms unit, right?
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, cool. I guess I'm just...
Heerz, give me another quick computers check.
Okay,
cool. Just a super... Yeah, it's pretty easy DC.
Nice.
30.
No, because it's only Heerz. You realize part of the reason why not only do you have to maintain the telepathic contact to the Grey's comm device in order to help Dr. K access the computer, right? So we're looking at this whole architecture. You also see, because now you've been connected for a minute, and you see buried in the higher architecture of the computer, you can understand that if you didn't have this telepathic access, that if Dr. OK were to just try and hack the computer and get in without it, that Dr. K would trigger a trap.
Oh.
And so when that would happen, then Dr. K would be able to see what that is. So it's like you have avoided that whole situation in which there was a trap for Dr. OK.
I think right now I'm just trying to help Dr. OK. So I'm just like helping maintain this connection, and I can help him on any computers check CS coming up. So I don't really know if I can do anything else. Do I still need to be at the computer? Or can I start attacking or something?
It's still a full action for you to be able to hold it so that way he can access it. Yeah.
Right.
Do you see Heerz go down? Because you might not even be looking.
That's a good question. No, I don't think I do.
Because so Heerz and Dr. OK are at the consoles to the right of this octagonal room, and I would imagine that you're facing ahead at the heavily shielded metal walls.
Yeah. So Heerz is just gonna say to Dr. OK, he's like, all right, I'm gonna maintain my telepathic connection. If you need help with this computer or anything, I can help you with that too.
Yeah, we gotta shut it down.
All right, so I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. So, Dr. K, it's your turn. Remember, last time you were just getting into the computer. You missed it by 1. You rolled a 24. It was DC 25 to access that module. And I'm just thinking that it's like you were suddenly into the computer once Heerz came in. And it kind of makes sense narrative-wise that like you almost were able to access it, but you weren't quite able to. But you did see that there were 3 options. But in order to enable one, you got to hit that DC 25. The 3 options were either shut the reactor down. Yeah. Or shut it down and
shut
reboot.
down the cleanse sequence.
Yep.
And then one was to blow it up.
And then one was to set it to go back into the sanitation, go nuclear later within any period of 12 hours. So you could set it for an hour from now or 30 minutes or whatever. So it is your turn, and you have these options in front of you. You're going to need to make another...
Yes.
Yeah. Did we talk about this already? About like what you should do? I don't remember.
You did talk about it a little bit, but it was a little bit from a metagame sense. But it was like a which one do you want to do? I think you. Yeah, go ahead.
I think we're just going to shut it down.
All right, I'm with you.
And then now, can I use Bernice to assist in my computers check using her? I guess it's only for certain checks. She has a skill module.
If she has because
she has an internal database, 1d6 insight bonus to a skill when identifying a creature or recalling knowledge. So it's not recall knowledge.
Yeah, it's not identifying or that for a creature. Okay. I think if Bernice can access the computer
skill unit, though.
Yeah, so I think she could help you.
Okay.
And I think Heerz could also aid as well, right? In order to get that. So you could get a max of +4.
Okay, so Bernice assists.
What about Heerz?
I'm sure he does, but just for good measure.
Yeah.
He assists.
Okay. So
big money.
It makes sense because Heerz, you're doing a full action. So you're kind of overlooking everything from this other interface, which is kind of cool. What'd you get, Dr. OK?
I got a 17 on the die.
Oh, man. +4 is 21.
Which is 28 for
28
computers. Plus 4 is 32.
+4 is 32. That is more than enough because as you are able to press those buttons in the right order. I feel like it comes up. It's like several menus, and you're typing through. You're like confirm. Yes, click here. Boom, boom, boom. Are you sure you want to do this? Like turn the ball to make sure that you're not a robot. But Bernice is a robot, so she would fail that test. And then as you type through everything, presumptuous. I mean, she's also a briefcase, so yeah. As you type through, you do hear this like, and this like low rumble as a little thing comes up and turns green and says, "Reactor successfully turned off."
All right. Yes.
You have stopped the shutdown or the sanitation sequence of the reactor.
Is it in like power down mode or
it is
like
powered
standby?
down? It is in a standby mode. Power is presumably running on some sort of secondary generator backup. Who knows what that is? But
I'm just saying I would know
Kevin
if it was
knows.
actually a reactor, not just green ooze and tubes.
You'd what?
I would know like what the backup reactor or generator is if it wasn't.
Kev would know, but Rick would not know.
Yeah, Rick knows nothing about nuclear anything.
Yeah,
Take
should
that,
be
Kevin.
usually diesel generators.
Are the rods
Backup.
still glowing?
The rods do continue to glow as they are, as I'm presuming, Kev. They would still have things like they are powering down, so they would probably be slowly becoming less illuminated. I could also be using hand wavy
Well, I think
science
the rods
fiction
themselves,
radiation.
like, are illuminated. That they would be shrouded by something that would be in a shutdown sequence. Just to, all those nuclear engineers out there in the world. Not that I know anything about it, but
Yeah, I'm gonna just say like this is a very fictional setting and like
Absolutely.
not accurate to the real world.
Not completely accurate, but there are things about it
Not
that
completely,
are
right?
not completely.
Green ooze, of course.
The trolls,
this is
yes.
fantasy.
Yeah, frog, yes. So, congratulations, you have done this, Dr. OK and Heerz. You are standing at this computer,
But we're still in danger.
but you are still in danger, and we'll get to that when we get to the trolls'
Just
turn.
get to the ladder and get out of here. We're good.
That's a possibility, and it is the top of round 5. It is Colin's turn, unless you want to do anything else, Dr. K or Bernice, because Bernice also has a turn.
I'm going to. I think we established at some point that the floorboards were sort of pliable and
Yes.
allowed for cover and concealment.
Yes,
so
you can get under them.
In that vein, Bernice and I are going to try to find some cover, and maybe we can quell this beast from beneath the floor.
Okay. So if you want to go, tell me which grate you want to go to. You do have to make a DC 11 strength check. So I don't know if you might not be able to do that with your computer's check.
No.
But could Bernice at all do any sort of...
She's a strength of 6, so...
I mean,
no.
she could still hit DC 11 because all she's going to do is prop it up. There's also crowbars next to the station that you're at that would
well, then
allow
we'll
you
use that.
to help.
That's convenient.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very convenient.
I told you guys about this when we first did it. You could do +2.
Okay, gotcha.
I have a question. What is this device-looking thing to the right of the council that are looking at?
That is the gray comm unit that Heerz is telepathically connected to. Yeah, so
Gotcha. Thank you.
it's on the right side of the room. Left side of the room is the door to the reactor. Colin's in the middle. Next to the ladder well, Rick is in the southeast corner. And the troll and the troll polyp are the north and west parts of the room, respectively. Trollop. Why didn't they go with Trollop? That's really a missed opportunity. So what does Bernice want to do? Does she want to use the... Can she grab a crowbar?
Yeah, I would presume so. It'd just be really awkward.
Okay. What's the... Grabbing an item is a standard action? Move action.
Well, question though, was she like locked into helping me?
Manipulating an item was a standard action, I believe.
She was aiding you, and I don't think...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I think she could still do it, because Heerz technically aided you as well. Even though
I'll argue that picking up an item like a crowbar as a tool would
It's
be
like
a
a
move
full
action
move.
because
Move
it's
action.
like a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But to use it would be a standard action, I'm pretty sure.
So I think Bernice could
Bernice
use...
picks it up.
And I think Bernice could use it, if you want.
Okay. Well, Bernice is going to do that.
Give me a strength check, Bernice, and you get a +2 to your strength check.
nailed it. 18 on the die.
18 on the die.
For 16.
Okay. And which grate are you going to pull up?
The one adjacent to Bernice and Rick.
Okay. Got it. So you pull that up. What that's going to do is, one, there's a small crawl space that you can get into, and I'm going to assume that you prop it up. And when you prop it up with a crowbar, that will actually give you, where is it? That will actually give you improved cover against attacks from the other side.
I just want to rules lawyer a little bit here. To manipulate an item is moving or manipulating an item is usually a move action. This includes retrieving or putting away a stored item, picking up an item, moving a heavy object, or opening a door. So I'd argue that picking up the crowbar is one action.
Yeah.
Lifting the plate is another action, another move action. So it's two move actions, but you're using a standard as a move action in that situation.
Okay.
Question.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're saying it provides cover this way? Like we're basically like cantilevering the grate panel.
I actually was thinking that you would cantilever it towards Rick or towards the front, right? So you can pull it up, which is fine. And I think in general, the troll is really big. So I think in general, if you're down there, the troll really can't get you from a melee sense. But if anything is thrown at you, or if the troll polyp comes by who's smaller, then you would have improved cover.
For the listener, this panel is in like the southeast of this octagon that we're in, and the troll is over on the north end. So like cantilevering it on the north end of this square is going to give them just a bit.
I don't know if I like the way you guys are using
cantilever. Yeah, it's not. Isn't a cantilever?
It's just a lever.
It's more like it's like hinging it.
Yeah, it's like a hinge. Because I do picture that Bernice like threw it onto the grate and then backs up.
Sorry,
like
mechanical engineer, architecture design people.
I'm having flashbacks to like structures and
it's not cantilever per se, because it's not out on its own.
It's not a long projecting beam or girder fixed to one end.
Calculate the sum of moments. Just calculate the sum of moments at that point, and that's all that you got to do.
The bending moments.
I'm just kidding.
The integral of the whatever.
Freaking nerds.
Thank you for coming to our
Freaking nerds. All right, so you've done this. You pulled this up, Bernice, like a tractor pulling the grate up. I love it. It is top of round 5. It is Colin's turn. What are you going to do? Frog has just slumped against the ladder well in front of you and slid onto the ground. You can see where the brand from the Korvox is on Frog's abdomen, and you can see Frog's lifeless eyes are looking up at the ceiling past you.
Oh, goodness. Colin, seeing his newly found colleague slumped on the ground, sheds a tear. And
is this Colin's music?
I'm here for it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I'm down.
I mean, this is the fight now. This is the fight.
Colin's hurting, so he's going to burn another resolve point to healing channel himself for 4d8.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find 4d8s. Here we go. I'm going to throw them. And we've got a 6, a 7, a 4, and a 7. Wow.
Nice.
So that's 24 points.
Colin, man.
24.
What is he doing?
He's healing himself.
Yeah, I'm using
points.
What?
I thought this was an attack. I was like, holy shit.
What was your HP?
Right? It was 16 HP, 0 stamina.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
So,
that's dangerous.
Just for the fans to know
Especially,
that Vinny's competing with Will because he set up his own dice cam.
Yeah, I'm
it
really
looks good.
I'm quite chuffed by it.
Wait, quick question. Is our esteemed guest and colleague Dice Game here? Will?
She's around. There she is.
Oh, hey, there she is.
This is the non. She's a little embarrassed right now. She's not up to, she's not. Dice Cam doesn't have like her full, regalia set together, so she's a little shy, bashful, but she's around.
Well, now we have our new guest, Dice Tray. Dice Basket.
Dice basket. I need to step up my dice retention game.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I have full hit points and 12 stamina points. I am also going to... What do I want to do? Here we go. I'm going to use a fun spell called Wisp ally, Colin,
Wisp ally. Okay.
gesticulates with his hands, and you see lights similar to Heerz's floating fireworks spell that I forget what it's called.
Dancing lights.
Dancing lights, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those start dancing around and circling the troll.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. I draw forth otherworldly energy to create a small spherical floating wisp. And that can...
I feel like it would come out of your chest, out of like Saren Ray's symbol, you know?
Okay.
Like this light would...
I love it.
I don't know. It's up to you, but...
So he starts gesticulating with his hands, and you see where the two wings come together.
Oh, that's cool.
A glow of what appears to be sunlight at first. And there's like a tiny sun that pops out and just appears to be heckling the troll.
Nice.
Sun is-
It's like the baby son from like
It's like Tinkerbell.
What's it called? Teletubbies.
Teletubbies, yeah.
Just rising up and laughing. I like
Yeah.
that.
So
The bit from the original Tron.
the wisp.
So it says the wisp is made of pure light and energy and can't be damaged in combat, but it does provide either herring fire or covering fire.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Herring fire. That's really great, actually.
I'm
Herring
gonna go
fire,
with-
covering fire is some important stuff. Keep going.
I'm going to go with, oh man, I should have looked this up before. The difference between herring and covering fire.
It depends on if you want to give the enemy a penalty or give your ally a bonus or you a bonus. I think is the difference.
I want to give my allies a bonus.
Okay, so I think that is...
I think that's herring fire.
Let's look it up.
Thumb through the Paizo Starfinder Core Rule Book.
The core real book. It's just...
Core real book.
It's, Vinnie
It's full
knows
of
what that is.
Starfinder themed jazz tunes.
It's just all jazz standards in the Starfinder universe. Autumn leaves on Castroville.
Yes.
There,
Yeah, so
giant troll steps.
yeah, the allies get a +2 circumstance bonus if you do herring fire.
Yes.
Herring fire is on page 247. So you're looking for?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
247. I forgot 274.
You can use your standard action to make a ranged attack that distracts a foe in your line of effect. Make an attack roll against AC 15.
So
if
it's
you
already
hit,
achieved.
you deal no damage, and your next ally
Cool.
to attack the foe gains a +2 circumstance bonus on their next attack roll, as long as that attack occurs in their next turn.
Okay.
Then what was the other one?
Cool.
Covering fire is the same thing, but you get a +2 to your AC, basically.
That's what it is.
Got it, yeah.
So here's a couple of benefits. One, it sheds light in 20 feet. We're going to say it's a warm white because I really like warm white.
Okay.
And it's going to constantly
Like,
provide
how many Kelvin are we talking about?
Harry Fire
Oh my
2700.
gosh.
And it's going to provide it for 1 round per level, 4 rounds. Everybody gets a +2 to all of their attacks.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, so I
love it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Wait, a plus what? A +1?
+2.
+2. Dang.
Wait,
Dude.
is this? Sorry, is Herring fire sent to the next next ally?
It's only the next ally.
It says the next ally, but that's assuming that Herring Fire is a single action, where this Wisp ally is constantly circling
Got
the
it.
troll.
That makes sense.
What's the duration?
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
Oh, rad. Okay.
Dang,
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
that's-
Because I was too busy
that's-
putting
that's
a warm
pretty good.
white light around the troll.
If Vinny's breaking rules, let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna count on you, rule lawyers. Keep me honest.
This is cool. This is rad. A bright, shining light. I can imagine the shadows flickering, like casting this huge shadow of this troll along all of you as it's moving around both heads. Cool spell, especially right from Saren Ray.
Fantastic.
Themselves? Herself. Amazing. Amazing.
Wait. I just want to clarify. So, I know. Sorry.
I know, I'm messing with
It says provides either herring fire or covering fire against an enemy each round, and it follows the enemy within range automatically unless you direct it to change. So
That's
I would
cool.
say it only provides
Oh, got it.
one or the other once per round.
Got it. Okay. So the next attack against the troll has +2,
fantastic.
and then after my turn, each round it would reapply itself.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I think the troll sees this happening. At least one of the heads sees you and is just baffled, trying to follow the wisp and look around and see what's going on. I love it. You want to do anything else with your turn? You want to say anything? What are you thinking?
No, he's silent with rage and grief.
Yeah, but you did probably notice the reactor, all the
Colin probably noticed the sudden dimming of the green vertical stacks to his left.
Yeah, and any shaking that was happening subsides. It's finally still after so many days and hours of constant vibration. Rick 19, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Rick
Frog just died.
I was curious about this, and I don't exactly know where to even look for it. But to message the stewards, is that a move action? Is that a full action? Is that a standard action? Is that just a free action?
I'd say using your communicator devices, whatever that would be. So that would be
it's a move action to manipulate an item.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess that would be manipulate. Yeah.
Then I'm going to do that. I'm gonna.
Okay.
He's got this artillery laser on one shoulder, and he's gonna reach up and just tap his ear with the other one. Shay, come in. This is Rick 19. The reactor has been shut down, but we are still fighting a troll. And then he's gonna just focus on, put his hand back on his artillery laser and aim and take a shot.
You're quiet for a second, or it's quiet, and then you hear the doo-doo as your thing connects via Bluetooth. So whatever you said didn't actually go through because it hadn't connected yet.
What?
So you got to say it again. Sorry. Just kidding. You're like, God dang it. It's like,
I wasn't sure if you were telling me like my actual audio cut out or something, but.
All right. Okay. So you send that and you got your laser. Who were you shooting? Colin or Heerz?
Say again? The troll. I'm shooting the troll.
You're shooting the troll.
Yeah.
What is John trying to do right now?
Yeah,
Discord.
Yeah.
I think his dog's eating an avocado.
Talking about Discord, join us on Discord and let us know how everything's going.
Join us on Discord.
I'm just kidding.
Join us on Discord.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
So Discord, TM.
I just threw my dice across the table. 19 to hit. No, sorry, 19 plus 8 to hit.
Dang! Wow.
Yes,
really,
Vinnie?
You really had me in the first half there.
Did you add
were
plus
like
2
19
from Herring Fire?
No, so 19 plus 10 for 29 to hit.
29 to hit. That is going to be, unfortunately, a hit.
Of course, yeah. What are you?
I was bracing myself for a Kevin rant.
What do you mean? So then that's going to be a D10 plus 4.
D10 plus 4. Amazing. Wow.
So 2 plus 4 for 6 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you found that funny, John. Thanks.
Yeah. I'll tell you why later.
Oh.
So you shoot, and it hits and blows off Blue's head. And just explodes.
He's got more than one head.
Yeah, the troll reels for a second, and Steven looks over at where Blue's head used to be and just gets angry. But it looks like it is on its very last legs.
Oh, man, I missed my 1? Is that what you're going to tell me?
Very last legs. Amazing. You blew off a troll's head.
That's Rick's turn.
That was Rick's turn. Wow. Okay. All right. Incredible. Okay, it is going to be the Trollop's turn. And I think the Trollop is pretty mindless. And I think it's going to go and attack. Oh, you know, our favored child of Saren Ray, Colin Edenbrand. So it's going to move over. It is currently on the western side of the room. It's going to take a 5-foot step, slide forward, and maybe come up kind of behind you, Colin, because you were focusing on sending out this wisp of light, and is going to do another slam. You were entangled last time, and I think you're still technically entangled, but you moved anyway. I'm going to roll these new Kraken die to do a slam on you. It's a 16 against KAC.
That's not enough, good sir. You need a 17 to hit Colin.
Feels like the slam hits you in the chest as soon as the wisp of light comes out, and then scratches off more paint of Saren Ray, probably pissing you off more. You spent a lot of time working on that putting that on yourself.
You see the impact reverberate across his breastplate,
Yeah.
but Colin underneath is left unscathed.
Right, but maybe the wind's knocked out of you. You're like, oh, you're not expecting that at all.
I feel like you probably expected it, though, after getting walloped the last time.
Yeah, that's true. And being entangled, that's true. That's true. Okay, so this gooey, ooey mass of troll polyp goodness slams you in the chest, not doing enough damage. It's the quantum troll's turn. I think the quantum troll, Steven, looking at where Blue's head was. Steven was the one who laughed. But then as soon as the radiation goes down, I think was when Steven looks over at the door and anger flashes. No. And the quantum troll teleports right in front of the rods themselves and then begins to just smash at the rods, trying to rip them open, trying to get whatever is in there and get it out and get this radiation, get all that good nuclear material that's really good for your body. I'm gonna make a roll.
He regenerates from this reactor, I'm sure.
I mean,
But
you
it's
definitely
off, right?
saw that some of its wounds healed.
Yep.
Because of its regeneration.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
for mechanical purposes, the Wisp ally follows him.
Okay, love it. Yeah, I think the 20-foot circle right now is like considered the light and considered that it's on there. This is the first round that it's on there, which is awesome. So it's going to begin attacking. It does hit, and you see some of the glass start to shatter. But then he also looks back and turns and looks at the four of you, and that is going to be Steven's turn. It would have been Frog's turn, but Frog has perished. Instead, it is Heer's turn.
Rest in peace, Frog.
Heerz, as soon as the reactor went down, you probably sensed a whole shift in the whole system itself.
Right. He can't get any power from the reactor anymore, right? He can't heal himself because it's sound, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Or is there some latent radiation? Yeah.
No, I mean, whatever radiation might be in there, he is trying to get in there, but is maybe just now realizing that he might not be able to.
Okay.
That something has changed. He's felt the decline of this radiation.
Heerz turns around and he sees for the first time Frog's dead body, and he's not quite sure if he's dead, but he's worried that he is. He's like, oh no. And he reaches into his bandolier and takes out this little figurine and tosses it near the polyp.
No way.
The Electivore?
And the Pokemon music cues.
Yes.
I wanna be the very best.
Oh man, the music.
Your Pokemon.
Electric Four comes out.
I want to
Electivore
be
lands.
the very best.
This is
And
great.
then opens up, I'd say. Here's his aiming for this corner. Jeez. Let me see if I can point it out. Here we go. He's right here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I got you.
That's where Electivore comes.
It looks
I forgot
like-
how to ping.
Those aren't pigs. You're drawing circles.
I
It's
know.
just-
I
for the
fucked up.
listeners, he
Anyway,
just drew like 4
sorry.
circles in the area he's trying to hit.
They're not even good
Okay.
circles. All right, so that's where he goes. There he is. By the way, I just found out Electrical can fly. So this
What?
is up. Yeah, he can fly.
That's
Wow.
rad.
It's pretty great.
That's rad.
And Electivore is going to, because he does not want to do an electrical discharge with Colin around, he's going to tail slap the polyp.
The troll
Let's see
paw.
if that might be enough.
Electivore, tail slap.
Tail slap.
I think you do need to make an AC5 throw to land it on that square that you want to, right? It's just like a grenade. To throw it and get it right where you want it to, it's like I'm thinking of it like a ranged weapon, which is typically AC5 in order to hit the square that you
Plus,
want.
is it +5 for everything past your throw range? So look at
Yes.
the throw range.
Or +2.
Throw range should be fine, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if he passes that check.
Where does
okay.
throw range show up on?
It's 25 feet.
Okay.
I think it's 20 feet. So
Oh,
is it
really?
+5?
Sounds right.
Okay, I pass.
Okay, cool. So you are able to throw it. Soars through the air. We see the camera like slowly moves in front of Rick 19, who had like just fired the like excess from the guns coming up. Colin is like, and the stone lands right next to the troll polyp. Comes out. Love it. Tail slaps. What's your attack?
Right. It says tail slap +9, so that means I add 9 to my roll, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Oh, it's a 21 to hit.
Nice.
Actually,
Wow.
it's more than that. It's like a lot more than that. It's a lot. It hits, I'm sure.
Yeah, that absolutely hits because it just tried to hit Colin and was not paying attention to this Pokemon that's right next to it.
All right.
Creature. Sorry, TM.
So, 4 damage. 3. I mean, it's like 5 damage.
5 damage. Nice. Okay. As it slaps and some of the goop falls onto the ground.
Just to clarify, it's a D4. You rolled a 2 on roll 20. So
And I added 3 to it. Yeah, it's a
okay,
plus
so it's
3.
2 plus 3. Got it.
Nice. Yeah. Love it. Awesome. All right.
He just kind of looks at Colin and he's like, "Who's this?" And then just kind of like, readies himself again. There you go.
New person here at the party.
He's like,
Love it. Okay. You want to do anything else with your turn?
So that's a movement action. That was. I think Heerz is going to move himself. Oh no, he can't move himself because that was a movement action. No, that's it for now. Heerz is going to remain invisible. There's probably an advantage to doing that, so he's not going to attack yet. Otherwise,
okay. Going to remain invisible. Love it.
Now, yeah.
Okay, Dr. OK, it is your turn. You and Bernice and Heerz have successfully shut down the sanitation procedure.
So Dr. OK is going to look over and like see Hrog's lifeless body looking up towards the ceiling and be like sort of mortified and fearful, frankly, and he's just going to be like, it's going to be fight or flight. So he's going to pull out the Costajet and then shoot and move to the grate.
Shoot and move to the grate. Is pulling out a weapon's a free action, right?
I was going to ask. No, it's only a free action during moving. It's a move action to draw a weapon unless you have a +1 to your bonus attack move.
Which I think Dr. OK does.
I'm not sure he does.
Really?
For what?
You're level 4 biohacker, or level 3 biohacker, 1 mechanic. I think you do.
I have a +4 to hit on.
Not a +4 to hit. It's on your bonus attack.
Your base attack bonus.
Base attack
so it would just be in the character operations manual.
I'm looking at it right here.
Okay, I'm looking at Hero Lab, but I don't know where it's at in Hero Lab.
Yeah, it's right there. Base attack
What
bonus.
page is that?
It's character operations
On the
manual.
character operations
I don't
manual,
have a
page
character
41.
operation manual on me currently.
Base attack
Paizo, fix
bonus
that.
+2 for 3rd level biohacker.
There it is.
Coolio.
You're
So
good.
I'm gonna shoot.
You're going to pull it out, shoot, and then shoot your gun, and then go in
Does
the other
an 11 work?
thing. Against the troll.
EAC?
No.
Guessing no.
No, it doesn't.
Misses.
Swings wildly because I'm sure you're like on the move and you're stepping down a platform and then you're also trying to move past the grate and then also stepping down into it.
Makes perfect sense. I'm flustered. I'm looking at
it does.
Frog's dead corpse. I'm like,
you're trying to aim past a ladder well. Yeah.
and Bernice is gonna attempt to give me give covering fire. I think.
Okay.
And that would apply to whoever's next, right?
It's a +2 AC to whatever attack from the troll creature to whoever's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to do that.
AC 15.
She also misses.
She also misses, so she doesn't provide any covering fire.
Yeah,
it seems like
rolled a 7.
Rolled a 7. Okay, yeah. It seems like the troll is not really even paying attention. The troll is the one head
Just
left, Steven.
Fires off the vapor cavitation pistol. It bounces around, maybe here ricochets, and nothing goes off.
Nothing. Ricochets. All right.
So that's Rick sitting down in a chair.
Are you who?
That reminds me of a thing that Kelly and I know, but we shouldn't mention it.
Okay. Good times, Dr. K. Are you going to move down from where you are?
Ricochet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I missed that last part.
Oh, insider jokes. I get it.
Yeah, insider jokes. Are you
That was
gonna,
a really recursive joke, in fact. But yeah.
That's
So-
a super recursive joke.
are you moving? Tetra K, right?
Yeah, to
Okay.
the great. I'm going to go down in the great.
Okay, cool. You already went. Cool. Love it. All these awesome moves that all make sense. This is fantastic. Top of round 6. It's Colin's turn. What do you guys do when you shut down the reactor? You got a troll polyp, and you got a troll who is angry that his source of nutrition and a balanced diet is fading away.
Colin's quite upset. He's feeling triggered about some stuff that. Stay tuned to hear more about his backstory to figure out why he might be triggered by Grog dying.
Keep listening, folks.
You. And he's gonna
A troll killed his family. That's what happened.
he's gonna pick like one of the bolts because he needs something under 5 pounds,
Yeah.
and use a cantrip level 0 spell, depending on which terminology you want to use, called telekinetic projectile. Reaches out with his hand, lifts the bolt, chucks it at the troll.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see if he hits. That is not a hit. I'm below 10. I'm not even going to do that math.
Okay.
And
It pings off of one of the arms and just clatters to the ground.
yeah,
All I'm going to say is that cantrip's not in the glossary of the core rulebook. It would be otherwise, right?
Sure. It's in
Because
Hero Lab, though.
spells is.
Anyway, we can.
we
This
have
would be
another-
a great debate for us to have in our Discord. Join us,
We've
join
had
us
it
on the Will
several
Save
times.
Discord.
TM.
So let's. Yeah, Colin's just gonna hang out.
He's going to turn to the troll polyp. Be like, hey, so, come here
Shoots
often?
this-
Is this. Yeah.
This is like bolt across the room, and he's like, "So
Okay. Yeah, hey, sup?
Yeah.
Sup? What's good with you?
I feel like he gets a sense that this fight is reaching its end, and just like to burn any bigger resources to bring it to an end would be wasteful.
Okay.
I agree with that.
John's
All right.
like, okay.
As John twists his mustache.
Yeah. Of course. Of course it's coming to its end. It's a natural conclusion. Rick 19, what are you doing? Top round 6. Can you end this?
from where I'm standing, I still have a clear shot on the troll. Correct? I gotta look it up
the
again.
troll is large and
Yeah,
it's
I'd say so.
yeah, if it was right next to Colin, I'd say, well,
It's straight line from corner to corner type thing, right?
that's true. Yeah. And it's large, so it's like above Colin's height. So that's fine.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna do a full round action and shoot twice.
Oh, this is what
Yeah.
could be.
All right, go.
I don't know what I just said.
I got a 15 plus 4 for a 19. Wait, and I get a plus 2 from the wisp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
21
Yeah.
on the first
that
shot.
is a hit.
All right, and then on the second shot, second shot probably misses. I got a 4 plus 4 for 8.
Aren't you supposed to do damage on one, then roll for the other? That's fine. Okay.
Like, do whatever you want, John.
Okay, fine.
So I'm gonna only roll 1 d10.
I do whatever I want because I'm the rules lawyer.
Because on the rules, I make the rules.
That's 4
I
plus
found in Paizo.
4 plus 4 for 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Wow. Not bad.
Yes, John. Go ahead. Tell us.
Skadoosh. As soon as Steven looks around angry at you and is surveying the room, I feel like in the view of the troll from like 12 feet up, like 10 or 12 feet up, like, and sees the troll polyp, sees the electrovore, sees like people moving in the distance, but maybe they're far distance depth of field is not as like strong as their close distance, and then looks at you, and there's just this laser, like it's like the red dot like goes onto its eye and then blows out its eye, and the quantum troll is dead.
Yes.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
Amazing. Wow.
That's an avocado eating dog.
Oh, we gotta keep hitting it.
With
Okay.
lots of energy, different kinds.
All right, it is the troll polyp's turn. You have knocked down the troll, and we will see what happens with regeneration when it comes to the troll's turn. The troll polyp is going to attack the Electrovore because the Electrovore just did a tail slap. So, of course, it's going to turn its focus after not being able to hit Colin for like 2 or 3 times in a row, going to slam the Electrovore. It's out of the box. That is a 20 against the Electrovore.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, please stay up, Electrovore. It's 11 points of damage, bludgeoning damage to the Electrovore, and the Electrovore needs to make a DC 12 reflex saving throw.
All right, I will do that. What's the, it's Dex, right? Bonus for reflex? Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Cool. He passes.
Okay.
He's good.
He's good. He's not entangled. The splutter and goo doesn't keep the Electrovore down. Fantastic. The quantum troll falls to the ground. One eye shot out. And for a second, you're like, you breathe a sigh of relief until one arm comes up and it pushes itself back up, leaning on its elbows. And that is our game.
No! No!
Yes.
What?
This is the fight that never ends.
It's been 4 episodes.
Goes on and
4
on, my
episodes.
Has there really been that many?
Yes.
What the?
3.
Actually, we also saw a dog eat an avocado.
Hey there, Will No Relation here to say thanks for listening and to invite you to join in on all the behind-the-scenes tomfoolery by heading to our Discord, where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know behind the episode and more. You can find the link to it and more on our website by heading to willsavethepodcast.com, one word. We hope to see you there and hope you'll tune in again next week for another exciting episode. Until then, keep rolling and play awesome.